All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How we doing? Anyone else having issues logging into Tradeovate? I cannot get into Tradeovate this morning. Let's try again here. Yeah, I cannot get in. Internal server error. Ninja down as well, Dave. Okay. Sheesh. No issues with Tradeovate. Okay, don't log out. Do not log out. Well, a couple of minutes till the open here. NQ. Let's take a look. Yeah, still can't get into Tradeovate. So we'll see how that develops. Taking a look at NQ this morning, NASDAQ, yesterday, big sell day, right? Massive sell day from that 26K area, showed continuation almost down into the early morning low from Monday, right there in the 25,200 area. Was the bounce spot from Monday at 1:30 a.m. So very early in the morning, Monday, prices retested that area of support. We end up seeing a bounce into 500. And then overnight session is pretty much just churned between 500 and last week's low. So similar to yesterday, what I'd mentioned about wanting to see how price breaks versus that overnight structure. This was yesterday's, right? Remember overnight structure right through there. We get the breakdown and show a nice continuation. Be watching for that same sort of thing this morning. I want to see how price responds to last week's low, 25,365. It's been a solid level so far this week. And then, of course, the 25,500 zone, which is where the weekly open currently sits. That's the game plan for this morning. We'll see if we can actually trade or not with Tradeovate being down. Cannot log into Tradeovate. It's unfortunate. If anyone ends up getting into Tradeovate, let me know. Here's the open. Right through the overnight low there. There's a break of overnight low. So your downside levels, really that prior day low down at 25 to 20. Getting tired of the issues lately? Yeah, I hear you. Hey, at least it's been better than Project X, right? It's been more stable than Project X. That's for sure. NQ a little bounce there ahead of prior day low. But yeah, I think Trinivate had an outage last week, right? One outage last week, and then now again this morning. B-Link says I'm in, but get an error when entering a trade. Yeah, careful, careful, careful. If there's known platform issues, just be careful. Let's see. I'll just try it again here. See if I can log in. Yeah, nothing. Nothing there. Oh yeah, Twitter's blowing up now with the all the errors. So yeah, Trinovate definitely down here. Nasdaq looks like a nice bounce there from prior day low coming into session high. Retest of the highs, retest of the open right there. RIP, Trade bait. Misha, it's loading for me. Let's hit a refresh here. Check. Yeah, I'm in. Think tank is up. Think tank is golden. Is Project X at least working? Anyone in Top Step X? TSX is up. All right. All right. All right. So volume kind of tapering down already. We saw price retest that prior day low area, kind of bounce versus the higher time frame support zone so far. Dave can't log into the Apex. The dashboard is down. Man. Oh, geez, everything. See if they've mentioned the issue yet. Nope. Nasdaq fresh high being made. If golf is gone, that's it. The golf is probably good. No volume this morning. Nasdaq no volume. See what ES is doing. Not a lot to work with here on ES. Let's check out Russell. RTY choppy. Yeah, YM strong. YM is strong. Look at that. Good old Dow. Dow just flying. I think AMD got crushed last night, right? Let's see. Yeah, AMD down 13%. AMD got annihilated. And it's crazy. I think they beat. Didn't they beat? Yeah, they beat. They beat. Still move lower. Let's see gold. Gold lower this morning, off the open anyway, into prior day high. I got another email from Top Step yesterday saying they were limiting metals exposure, silver and gold. You can only trade the micros, I think. D-Wall's already slapped 4 trades. Wow. Damn, D-Wall. Sheesh, man. You must be using Project X. No trades here on my end, obviously, with trade of 8 down. But Nasdaq just kind of churning right here at the overnight low. Got about 10 minutes till 10 a.m. Let's look at that 30-minute bar. Could potentially close as a hammer if NQ can take the highs. Could potentially close as a 30-minute hammer versus support. Yeah, we got some 10 a.m. data. Benny, the hourly bar. Yes, sir. 9 minutes. All right, let's see if Tradeovate's back up. Let's see. See if we can hit the login here. Cannot log in. Nasdaq rolling over a little bit. So prior day lows on watch 25,219. Oh, Catrick, that's awesome to hear, man. Not a member of the think tank yet, but funded now thanks to Kyle and this stream. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Shout out to Catrick. Dom, I think Ninja Trader's down as well. They own Tradeovate. Ninja Trader and Tradeovate, basically the same thing. Pratik, working on your end. You must be logged in from earlier, I would guess. That'd be my guess. What's interesting is Tradecopia still says it's connected to all my Tradeovate accounts. Maybe their API or actually I don't think Tradecopia even uses the API. So not sure what's up with that. Josh, you just got in? All right, let me try again here. Let's try again. That's good news. We really did not miss much, at least for what I like to see personally. I know D-Wall already had 5 trades today. All right, looks like people are getting in. Let's see. Come on. Oh, here we go. All right. It's looking good. I was able to log in. Nothing's loading yet. Logged in with just a black screen. It's not going to do it. Let's reload. NASDAQ, new low of day. Okay. I'm in. The question is, will trade actually fire? Watching prior day low here. We do have data at 10 a.m. Trade of 8 appears to be back up. And that hourly hammer we talked about is long gone. So we'll be looking at 25 180. And if that level fails, I mean it's really 25K. This was Monday's low. Yeah. 45 seconds till 10 a.m. We do have data. I can't do anything here till post 10. So good location. Okay, here comes 10. New low of day down through 180 now. All right, 25K's on watch if we have a big failure here. ES now pressing the lows as well. Yeah, look at that higher time frame. So I'm glad to be sitting cash through all this. Nothing screamed clean. Yeah, it's good patience, man. Heck yeah. That's what trading is all about right there. You don't have to force trades. You can wait for what looks like an obvious setup. Good volume coming in now. So right here is all no man's land. I either need a reclaim of 180 or move down into 25K before engaging with price. Trade of A was down all morning, so we're still cash, no trades. Patience, patience. Little bid there versus 25 100. We'll see how 180 is going to be treated. Well, there's already a 300-point move intraday. It doesn't look like it. So double check all your risk points, right? If you are engaging with price, remember, check the width of the structure, because typically in these more volatile environments, you need to drop some size down. Drop that size a little bit. Yeah, 10K subs. Almost drop a subscribe if you guys aren't subscribed to the channel. Four away from 10K. Should hit it today. Let's bring out that RTH profile here. There it is. Okay, so a little look above 180. Question is, can we see price hold above 180? If so, I'll look for an entry. Is RTH profile part of the relative volume indicator? No, this is just a built-in tool on TradingView, anchored volume profile. So I'll just anchor it to the starting candle for the regular session. Because I like that RTH profile. I like it. I like it. And what's nice about the anchored is I don't have to toggle over to this 5-minute RTH chart. I can just see it right on my main chart. So Monday's low right there at 180. It's the level to watch here, if you ask me. Problem is you have prior day low just right above at 219. So a little push. There's prior day low. So see how prior day low is going to be treated now. And you want just pretty much instant follow through on that. First trade of the day. Let's see. Already cut most of it. So see what the little runner can do. The little runner that could. Price getting into value area low. The current sesh. I like to just trail this last contract. Volume not super helpful right now. Still just kind of average. And let's take a look at intraday fib. Probably gonna have a shallow fib right through there. Yeah, that was the 38%. Here comes the 50. So there's your next spot to kind of lift it, right? And here's the 50%. Very nice. So like we talked about, a reclaim of 25,180, which was Monday's low, and then I just need a little, basically a little micro structure to set risk against. You can't really see it that clearly on the 1 minute, but if you look at like a 30-second chart or 15-second, you'll see that kind of higher low start to develop just beneath 180. So this gets a little trickier here. 50% fib. I want to trail a little tighter, but I'm going to give it a little more time here, see how this builds. But yeah, some sellers stepping in there versus the 50. And if we can break 255 now, I've got another spot to lift it. Let's see a clean break at 255. Nope. Ooh, there's a trail. Not bad. Not bad. Not amazing. 35 points. Seller step in versus the fib sell zone. And some intraday structure right through here. Decent first trade of the morning. We'll take it. There's a nice push. There it is. Wide structure, 65-point structure right here. So price can show a clean break of this 255. Go to target overnight low in the current session volume point of control area up there between 325 and 343. And price just struggling with that 50% fib. Is that a D-wall entry right there? D-wall. 15 minutes about to close in 90 seconds. Look at that 30-minute. Yeah, if 15-minute closes green like this, and then you show follow through on the 15-minute, you may have a nice higher time frame spring here, a little undercut of Monday's low. We'll see. I mean, keep in mind when we go to the daily, this is still all daily time frame support till about 20 beneath 25K. I mean, he still have some pretty big support near 24,900. But when we look at the daily, it's just a sideways range, right? It's been a sideways range for about 4 months. Sideways. Jeff, 1 for 1 and headed out. Nice work, man. Have a good day. Okay, so 15-minute just closed. Price is still right here. It was right here. Big wide barcode right near the prior day low. Patience. Patience, patience, patience. Back into 180. Volume just below average again. So we'll see how price responds to this zone 180. D wall covered your short. Good patience, man. That one looked tough. $30 still has 10 minutes on it. Currently shaped like a big doji, big indecision bar here at the pivot. The Monday morning low pivot. 15-minute has not shown follow through, right? For follow through, you need price above the bar's high. You have ES kind of consolidating above overnight low, but bumping into a VWAP in the weekly open. And NQ just kind of in this holding pattern here, notably holding above Monday's low. And volume point of control just shifted lower into this area. So that's noteworthy. And volume kind of tapering down. Give it a little try in there. I don't love how price is responding right now. Not enough clarity. So trail tight. Structures are wide. Do you trade live or with props? Both. Yeah, next 30-minute bar is 8 minutes. A hammer would be delightful, if you ask me. Would love a hammer. Take a look at ES did not take out prior day low. Still within the prior day's range. So ES with an inside bar. And NQ, another lift there versus the 180. So that definitely looks better. How's everyone's morning? How we doing? Cash day, green, cash, green, green. Nice. One for two and done for the day. Mike, nicely green, solid. NQ into 300. Almost back in overnight low. So far, price kind of undercuts Monday's low. We see Monday's low reclaimed, right? Structure builds out. A little higher low right through there. We'll see what happens here. See how it builds. And 30-minute bar still has 2 minutes on it. Muggsy trailing this one. NQ off the 180 level. Nice. Nice hold, man. Not loving the volume here. Below average. NASDAQ coming back in a prior day low. 220. Main zone I'm focused on, if it's not clear, is this blue area right there here on the chart. The blue zone. $30-minute bar, 5 seconds on it. So let's take a look. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Can price continue to hold above is the question. I mean, really, you would want to see a push up into the highs if buyers are actually going to have some steam here. And the fact that volume is not coming in, it's a little bit concerning. So 61% fib still being defended. While everything is working in my favor, this feels like perfect sign to wrap things up or take a break. Yeah, that's way to have self-awareness right there, man. Smart, 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 smart. Yeah, I'm sure Muggsy already trailed. I would wager. I would guess. Maybe, maybe not. But that was a nice push from 180, so 100 points. See if volume comes in. Like to see a green volume bar. High R vol. Kind of like what we saw earlier in the sesh. $25 200. The RTH value area low is right through here. Point of control is right through here. Extended hours, all the volume's still way overhead, of course. And that 30-minute bar pretty much negated. So nothing there. There's 180. And 180 stays on watch, of course. But volume kind of put me off a little bit. Yeah, but yeah. Same page critique. ES back down through overnight low. And NASDAQ downside level here is just the session low. RTH session low here at 108. Buyers nowhere to be found. So beneath the session lows, it really opens up to 25K, another 100 points lower for the big psychological level. So I either need action above 25 180 or into 25K. Till then, just staying patient. Nothing to do but wait. Dom, looking for that low day spring. Yeah, that could be a worthwhile idea. Let's see. What was that? Did some news just hit? Huge R-vol. That had to be some news. Let me check. Check the feeds. Let me know if you guys see anything in the news feeds. So let's see 180 here. 180, still the level to watch. Yeah, we got some Trump speak. Trump speak ongoing. Looks like it was some commentary about China. So any trade headlines, can move things. I mean, price is still here though. Price is still here, right? So do we see a break of structure? Do we see a break at this area, 25,300? Or are we going to stay in the range? There's that may be the structure for today. 300 by 110. Let's see the next few minutes. Dom, did you hammer that? So back to 180. So like I was saying, this may be the structure for today. Maybe sideways range day. And back into 180. So we get a little burst of volatility, but it's a little excitement, right? But where does price go? Pretty much goes nowhere. From a location standpoint, location is still right here. ES, pretty much same thing. So 180 by essentially 220 stays as the main focus. Got all the volume for the current sesh concentrated through here. Volume point of control for both extended hours and regular hours. And I like the long ideas if price can continue to hold above this zone. See that next 30-minute bar? I mean, it still has 15 minutes on it, so a little too early to look at that, but this is still support. Consolidation nation, consolidation station, and volume just tapering down. So you get the little burst, right? And then that's it. Market is like, oh, this is actually a nothing burger. Now we back to our regular scheduled programming. So back beneath 180 right there. So basically what I would do is treat this until proven otherwise, like kind of structure just like this. Dom's still watching the low day. Yeah, those double zeros. Any double zero usually good to watch. Tends to be a bit of a psychological level, if nothing else. We still have some chatter ongoing. China. Critique double zero paired with volume profile level is my favorite. Yeah, it's a good combo right there. You get good confluence. Anytime you can add confluence, start to stack multiple things together. That's the dream, if you ask me. That's like what really makes a high quality setup. Stacked confluence. Stack them up. But if we don't see a break of this structure here soon, or at least a test near the lower edge, probably be time to call it. Dom still intra downtrend until 300 is broken. Yeah, I mean, you can make an argument for that. I'm more so leaning just kind of sideways here based on the past hour or so of action. But there's your high, right? Here's kind of the step lower, potential step lower right through here. So extended hours value area low just shifted lower. Pratik, do you use extended hours or regular trading hours or both? Both, nice. Any preference on one or the other? Or you kind of use them independently or what? Regular is your preference? Yeah, same. I like the regular a little bit more. So price still struggling with 180 right there. We get into value area low, down near session lows. What's the actual low? 108. 108.25, 108.5. A little marker right there. And let's see this 11 a.m. About 8 minutes to go. Notice how volume just back below average. Let's check out that hourly again. So a small bounce from here, and the hourly could close as a doji, just an indecision bar. 2 hours still has over an hour on it. And let's take a look at the four. The 4 hour still has 3 hours on it. And the daily, of course, just sitting here near big support zone. Bill's not much to work with at the moment. I agree. I would agree with that. Let's see if we get something into 11 and then we'll probably just call it a day. If not, call it a morning. Pratik, you think 25K today? Mike done for the day. Patience and levels paid well. Heck yeah, man. Have a good day, sir. Maybe not just a thought. Yeah, I mean it's not a crazy call, you know. We're pretty close to 25K. Four to five watching and only 3 likes. Hit the like button if you're enjoying the stream. Should hit 10K subscribers today as well. Pretty excited about that. Big milestone for the channel. Thank you guys for always tuning in. Really appreciate it. Hope you get some value. That's the goal here, just to offer some value, help your trading. That's always the goal. All right, 2 minutes. 2 minutes till 11 with price pretty much just getting right into the lows. Like to watch the 11 a.m. because you have the start of the new 30-minute bar as well as the hourly candle, and that can sometimes bring a little bit of activity, a little burst of activity, a little increase in relative volume. Muggsy, plenty of value. Thanks for your efforts. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That is the goal. That is the goal with the stream. Help traders improve their own process, improve their discipline, improve their patience. Yeah, mindset is a big thing we focus on as well. Okay, ES just pure chop in ES. I believe that is a true inside day for ES. Yes, it is. And NQ. Back into 180. And here comes 11. So there's 11 a.m. Do we get a little uptick in volume here? Yeah, 30-minute, that most recent 30-minute bar, pretty bearish, and even the hourly. So what I'd like to see late morning is action above 180, above this blue zone here would be kind of my main criteria. If we don't end up seeing that, I'll be watching for potential reversals down into 25K. If we see that continuation lower. But otherwise, just going to call it here. The decent morning. Considering the first 30 minutes, we were having platform issues, could not log into TradeObate, right? So we'll keep it going in the Traders Think Tank today. Hope you guys had a solid morning. Thank you all for your time. And we will see you tomorrow. Take care.